Hello, and welcome to the Game a Movie Recap channel. Today we're going to dive into the storyline of a 2010 action film titled Machete, featuring the talented Danny Trejo. In this movie, we follow the journey of an ex-Federale who finds himself framed and betrayed by the person who hired him to eliminate a Texas senator. This leads to a violent and vengeful rampage as he seeks justice against his former employer. So let's get right into the plot. But before we do, please show your support for our channel by subscribing and clicking the notification bell to stay updated on our future content. Now, let's get started. The movie begins with two federal agents in a car somewhere in Mexico. One of them questions the need to rescue a girl kidnapped by tourists, considering her just another victim. However, his friend insists that they must save her because there's no one else who will. Soon after, they receive a call warning them not to rescue the girl to avoid injuring tourists, as disobedience would result in all of them being killed. Machete, the friend driving, promptly destroys the phone, and they reach their destination where armed men await. Machete reverses the car, launching an attack on his attackers while driving, tragically losing his friend in the process. He systematically takes down the men and rescues the girl, and as they prepare to leave, the girl unexpectedly tries to seduce and then attack him. She contacts Torres, revealing his manipulation, leading to her own demise. Torres, claiming law enforcement support, confronts Machete about rejecting his offer. Furthermore, Torres kidnaps and kills Machete's wife, threatens his daughter, and opts to set the residence ablaze instead of using his samurai sword to finish Machete. 3 years later, at a Texas day labor site, an immigrant agent observed Luz, a woman selling tacos in the surroundings. The news was focused on illegal immigrants in the U.S., with efforts to remove them. Machete was also present on his first day of work. Luz kindly offered to take his order and let him pay the next day since it was his first day. The agent noticed Machete was new and tried to check his criminal history. Meanwhile, at the U.S.-Mexico border, a man and a woman were being threatened by another man in their car. 2 men from the U.S. side intervened, preventing their escape. Tragically, one of the men killed the pregnant woman, expressing a desire to prevent the baby from being born in the U.S. and becoming a U.S. citizen. This brutal incident highlighted the severity of efforts to remove illegal immigrants, even involving a senator who subsequently killed the aggressor. Machete accepted a $500 fight offer and won after his opponent hit a metal pole. An observer took note and left. An agent and Luz discussed immigration, with Luz maintaining her status was unchanged. The agent noticed a poster about an underground leader called She, but Luz denied knowledge. Later, Machete was abducted and offered $150,000 to assassinate Senator McLaughlin, which he refused. He rescued his daughter, April, from armed men and arranged to meet her if needed. Machete gave Luz the money to assist the people she helped, but when he attempted to assassinate the senator, he was betrayed. Shot and confronted, he fought back, stabbing one attacker and causing a car explosion before escaping. Machete was saved by John Doe, who brought him to an underground network-owned hospital when he was near death. Meanwhile, it was revealed that Torres orchestrated the attack on Senator McLaughlin. Torres contacted Booth, who had hired Machete for the assassination, but kept Machete's identity secret, instructing Booth to ensure Machete's death. Booth's henchmen tracked Machete to the hospital, leading to a showdown that Machete narrowly escaped. He found refuge with Luz but drew the attention of the agent. Booth's men continued their pursuit, resulting in a violent confrontation at Luz's home, culminating in a bomb being thrown into the house, from which Machete narrowly escaped unharmed.
You're all over the goddamn TV!
Agent Sartana interrogated Machete at her home regarding the senator's assassination, where Machete revealed his monetary motive and the involvement of another shooter. Sartana, already aware of this, discussed her knowledge of the second shooter's background. Machete offered to lead Sartana to the person who ordered the hit and left her an apparently empty gun. Meanwhile, Torres contacted Booth, who had failed to kill Machete, prompting Booth to eliminate his own men. Booth discovered Machete's past as an ex-Federal agent, and Torres pressured Booth to complete the task or face Torres' direct involvement. Sartana later visited Luz, who revealed information about the underground network and its disruption by Vaughn's benefactor. Machete approached a priest for assistance in eliminating certain individuals, which the priest considered despite his clergyman status. At the church, Machete discussed Booth with the priest, who knew Booth from past confessions, revealing Booth's cartel ties and drug trade involvement. The priest provided Machete with Booth's file. Posing as a gardener, Machete infiltrated Booth's residence, recorded incriminating evidence involving Booth's wife and daughter, and transported the unconscious woman to the church. Booth discovered the recording and Osiris informed him that Machete was at the church, seeking advice from the priest on how to handle the situation. Meanwhile, Vaughn contacted Senator McLaughlin about their war plan, but McLaughlin avoided discussing it, leading Vaughn to grow suspicious of Machete and devise a plan to locate and eliminate him. Machete delivered incriminating files to Sartana, exposing Booth's collaboration with Torres and Vaughn. These files revealed that Torres was a drug lord who funded McLaughlin's campaign, wanting him to win to control the border for his drug business. Vaughn confronted Luz, accusing the underground network of hiring Machete, and shot her in the eye before leaving. Osiris and his men arrived at the church, where a priest fought back but was shot in the leg. Booth later tortured the priest, seeking information about Machete, his wife, and daughter, but the priest remained silent. Machete was attacked at Sartana's residence and discovered the priest nailed to a cross at the church. Sartana noticed a nearby CCTV camera. Machete returned to Booth's house to extract information. Booth stopped Torres from killing Machete as Sartana had incriminating files, and a journalist's question during a press conference revealed Booth's involvement in orchestrating the shooting incident for election votes. Further scrutiny arose when a recording showed McLaughlin shooting a man at the border with Vaughn. The journalist confronted McLaughlin about this during the press conference. McLaughlin, in frustration, left the conference and, during an argument with Booth in their car, ended up shooting him. Subsequently, Machete, who had planned to kill Booth, discovered him already shot. Booth explained his motives to Machete and inquired about his wife and daughter, to which Machete replied that they were with God. Unbeknownst to them, April and her mother, June, were at the church, awakening to the news that Booth had been killed by McLaughlin. Machete visited Luz's taco stall and received the heartbreaking news of Luz's death at the hands of Vaughn and his gang. The person at the stall, moved by Luz's dedication to the network, offered to assist Machete in his fight against Vaughn, and they began preparations for an impending attack. Sartana arrived at the scene and faced skepticism from the Mexicans there due to her law enforcement background. She delivered a speech from her car, garnering support from the Mexican community, but exposing her location to Torres. Machete and the network had to confront both Torres and Vaughn. Meanwhile, a misunderstanding between McLaughlin and Vaughn led Vaughn to believe the senator had hired Machete, prompting the senator to ask Vaughn to kill Machete. However, when the senator arrived at Vaughn's headquarters, his associates turned against him, planning to execute him, while others prepared to battle Machete and the network. Luz negotiated with the senator, sparing his life in exchange for his support in defeating Vaughn's gang. The senator attacked Vaughn's gang but was shot by April, who was dressed as a nun. Torres engaged in a fierce sword fight with Machete, acknowledging his descent into villainy.
We were brothers.
In a dramatic showdown, Machete defeated and killed Torres, with Sartana clarifying that it was Machete, not Torres, who would die. The seemingly deceased senator re-emerged, fleeing to Mexico and encountering an electric border gate of his own design, where the Vaughn gang shot him, leaving his fate uncertain. Following the film's events, Sartana persistently offered Machete a new identity and proposed accompanying him wherever he went, with the movie concluding on this note. We're excited to hear your thoughts on the movie. Are you looking forward to how the story unfolds? Do you have any predictions on how it might conclude? Please share your opinions in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this summary, please show your support by liking it, subscribing for more content, and sharing it with your friends and family. Be sure to explore our channel for more movie summaries tailored to your preferences, and enable notifications so you won't miss our upcoming videos. That's it for now. Thank you for being with us, and we can't wait to have you in our next one.